Did you know your cat's tail is basically a furry mood ring, waving around emotions like tiny flags in the wind? It's true. Your cat's tail is a full-blown communication tool, sending signals about everything from delight to dread, from curiosity to comfort. Once you learn how to read those tail twitches, flicks, and curves, you'll begin to understand your feline companion on an entirely new level. Let's unlock the mystery behind those swishes and swooshes, starting with one of the most iconic feline tail signs. Number 1, the upright tail, the feline smile. When your cat walks toward you with their tail held straight up like an exclamation point, it's one of the clearest signs they're thrilled to see you. Think of it like the feline version of a warm smile or a welcoming wave. This confident, upright tail signals happiness, trust, and a strong emotional bond. You'll often spot this heart-melting gesture when you walk through the door after a long day and your cat trots over with tail high, eyes bright, and maybe even a little chirp of excitement. It's not just cute, it's deep-rooted in feline behavior. Kittens raise their tails to greet their mother, so when your adult cat does it to you, they're showing the same affection and attachment. Research into feline behavior has even shown that cats are more likely to approach others, humans or cats alike, when those individuals have their tails raised. In cat language, that tall tail is a universal peace offering. It's your cat saying, "You're my person, and I'm glad you're here." So when you see that proud little flag in the air, take a moment to respond. A gentle pet, a loving word, or a few minutes of play tells your cat that you see them, hear them, and feel the love right back. By the way, if this tail talk is making you smile, go ahead and tap that like button. It helps grow our Meowverse family and lets us keep bringing more cat-loving content straight to your screen. Number 2, the tail hug, a whisper of affection. Ever feel your cat's tail gently wrap around your leg like a soft ribbon? That's not just a coincidence. It's a hug. Unlike dogs who leap and lick, cats show their affection in quieter, more nuanced ways. A tail curl around your leg or arm is your kitty's subtle way of saying, "I feel safe with you. You're part of my world." In feline social groups, close companions often wrap their tails around each other in a behavior known as allo-rubbing. It's a sign of bonding, of chosen family. So when your cat does this to you, they're treating you as one of their own, part of their trusted inner circle. Next time you feel that tail snuggle, smile and lean into it. You've earned your spot in their heart, and that's a precious thing. Number 3, the quivering tail. Pure excitement or something else? Here comes one of the most fascinating tail movements, the quiver. If your cat's tail stands tall and starts to vibrate like a phone on silent mode, they're likely bursting with excitement. You might see this when you're about to feed them, when you've been away for a while, or when they're just super hyped to see you. But wait, this isn't always just joy. If your cat is backing up to a wall or piece of furniture while that tail is quivering, there's a chance they're marking their territory. Yep, with urine. This behavior, especially common in unneutered males, is a way of saying, "This spot is mine, back off, other cats." It's nature in action. Territorial scent marking has been part of the feline survival playbook for generations. If your cat starts doing this indoors, it might be time to check in with your vet, especially if they're not yet spayed or neutered. 4, the bottle brush tail. Big fear, bigger fluff. When your cat puffs up their tail like a feather duster on steroids, they're not just being dramatic. Okay, maybe a little. This is a classic fear response. Your cat is trying to appear bigger and more threatening to whatever just scared the whiskers off them. Combine that bottle brush tail with an arched back, and you've got the full, "I am fierce, don't mess with me" pose. It's not aggression, it's self-defense. Loud noises, sudden movements, or strange environments can all trigger this puffball transformation. Instead of rushing in to comfort them, give your cat some space. Let them assess the situation and come to you when they're ready. They'll appreciate the respect, and it will help rebuild their sense of security. Pause and reflect. Have you ever seen your cat make one of these tail gestures? Let us know in the comments. What's your cat's name and what's their go-to tail move when they're feeling curious, cranky, or cuddly? We'd love to hear your stories and meet your little tail whisperers. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button to stay in the Meowverse, your ultimate space for feline feels, funny habits, and the magical minds of cats. 6. The twitching tail tip. Concentration or caution? Let's zoom in on the tiniest but most telling part of your cat's tail, the very tip. When that little end starts twitching, it can mean one of two very different things: intense focus or mild frustration. If your cat is crouched and watching a toy or a bug or an unsuspecting sock, that flicking tail tip is like a laser pointer signaling full hunting mode.
Their body is still, their eyes locked in, and the tail tip? It's practically vibrating with anticipation. Any second now, pounce! But if you're petting your cat and suddenly notice that same tip twitching motion, it could be their gentle way of saying, "That's enough, thanks." Cats are polite like that. They won't swat right away, but they'll drop subtle hints when they've had their fill. Learn to respect the twitch, and your cat will respect your fingers. 7. The slow sway. Curiosity in motion. There's something hypnotic about a cat's tail slowly sweeping from side to side. It's graceful, deliberate, and totally feline. This kind of tail movement usually means your cat is curious, watchful, and deeply focused. Maybe they've spotted a bird outside or trying to decide if that new box is worthy of investigation. That measured sway is part of their internal debate. Observe, assess, then act. Interrupting them mid-sway? Not a great idea. Let your cat finish their Sherlock Holmes moment in peace. Whatever mystery they're solving, it's very important, to them at least. 8. The thumping tail. Warning, cat annoyed. Now here's where many humans get adorably but entirely wrong. Your cat's tail is thumping on the floor like a mini drum roll, and you're thinking, "Oh, look at them go, they must be so excited." Hold that thought. You're not wrong for loving them, but yes, you're very wrong about what's going on. That's not joy. That's a red flag in cat language. Because in the feline universe, tail thumping is not the same as a wagging dog tail. In fact, it's the complete opposite. Picture this. Your cat is lounging on the couch. You think, perfect time for a cuddle. You reach over, give them a few affectionate strokes, and then it starts. Thump, thump, thump. That tail is hitting the couch like it's sending Morse code. And the message? It goes something like this: "I was relaxed, but you've crossed the line, human." A heavy, deliberate tail thump is your cat's way of saying, "Back off, I'm not in the mood. I was meditating in sunbeams, and now you're ruining my vibe." It's not personal, they're just honest creatures, emotionally intelligent but direct. This behavior, like many others, is a whisper from their wild ancestors. In the nature, cats evolved to be masters of subtle communication. Why? Because screaming or roaring wastes energy and invites trouble. So they learned the art of silent diplomacy. A flick of the tail, a shift in posture, a subtle thump on the forest floor. It says everything without a sound. In the wild, a thumping tail might mean, "I've spotted a rival, and I don't want to fight, but I will if I have to." It's a warning, a beautiful, quiet boundary. And that's exactly what your fluffy companion is expressing at home. Except now, instead of a rival leopard, it's you, holding a feathered toy a little too close to their face.
Suddenly, you're on the receiving end of a lightning-fast paw swipe, and your cat is gone, leaving behind only a fluffed-up tail and a lesson in listening. Tail thumping rarely comes alone. It's part of a whole emotional ensemble. Watch their ears. Are they pinned back like little airplane wings? That's tension. Check the pupils. Are they wide and black like cosmic voids? That's overstimulation. Is their body suddenly stiff like a coiled spring? Yep, they're not vibing anymore. And it's not just during petting. You might see this during play too, especially if the game is getting too wild. A toy mouse that's been killed for the 4th time might start to feel more annoying than entertaining. The tail slams the ground, the eyes narrow, and suddenly your fierce hunter just wants a nap and some peace.
Understanding this body language is like unlocking a treasure chest in your relationship with your cat. It deepens your respect, your timing, your emotional connection. It means learning to love not just their purring and cuddles, but also their boundaries, their moods, and their leave me alone signals. And respecting that tail, that earns you something precious: trust. Because nothing warms a cat's heart more than a human who understands when to stop, when to wait, and when to let them come to you. It's a beautiful dance between two different species, and when you get it right, that's when the magic happens. They climb into your lap not because they were chased there, but because they chose to be close. That's the gold standard of cat love. So next time that tail starts pounding like a tiny jungle drum, remember, it's not about punishment. It's about communication. Your cat is telling you, I need space. And when you honor that, your bond grows stronger. And just think about how elegant this all is. Instead of shouting or snapping, your cat simply uses rhythm and movement to express deep emotion. Who knew tail percussion could be so poetic? If you've been enjoying these tail truths and feline feelings, now's the perfect moment to give this video a like. It helps more cat lovers like you discover the magic of body language, and it supports us here at Meowverse as we dive deeper into the mysterious minds of our feline friends. 9. The question mark tail. The curiosity curl. And finally, the most charming tail signal of them all, the question mark tail. You know the one. Your cat's tail is upright but curved at the top, like a little hook or a curlicue. This delightful posture means your cat is in a friendly, curious, and playfully inquisitive mood. It's like they're asking, "What's going on?" or "What's next?" You'll see it when they're strolling toward you after a nap, exploring a new room, or investigating something you just brought home.
The question mark tail is an open invitation to interact. Your cat is engaged, relaxed, and ready for connection. It's a great time to play, pet, or just sit and chat. Yes, cat parents talk to their cats. We all do it. And when your cat responds with a purr, a slow blink, or a head bump, that's the jackpot. Hit that subscribe button now to make sure you never miss another peek into the mysterious, marvelous world of cats. There's so much more tale and tale to tell.